Hi, my name is Jalen Glenn. I'm a 28-year-old college student pursuing my degree in education. Today, I'm excited to share with you my perspective on how we as educators can better support English learners by taking an essence-based approach and recognizing and honoring their cultural and linguistic strengths and create a strong partnership between home and school. In this video, I will talk about three main topics: culturally responsive teaching, the supporting the needs of English learning classroom and home and school connection. So, cultural responsive teaching. Cultural influences on teaching and learning are everywhere, whether it's language communication style or it's classroom behavior or even perception of time and authority. As teachers, it's vital that we recognize these influences and use them to support, not suppress student growth. Cultural competence, it just understands our own cultural lens and learning how to respectfully teach students from different backgrounds. For English learners, this includes acknowledging their values, such as collectivism or respect for elders, and integrating these into instruction. For example, group projects that honor collaboration or using storytelling aligned with their cultural tradition can help English learners feel more engaged and validated. The role of cultural learning is very powerful. It shapes how students can see themselves and how they learn. When school and classroom environments are inclusive, students are more likely to take risks with language, participate actively, and feel like they belong. Simple steps can be like displaying students' work, labeling the classroom in multiple languages, or integrating multicultural literature can help create a safe space. To celebrate diversity, I use strategies like cultural share days, which is bilingual walls, and inviting students to bring a book or a song for their cultures. Leveraging home language, whether it's through translation tools or connecting content to what students already know in their first language, reinforces the idea that their background is a strength and not a setback. Supporting the needs of ELs in the classroom. Every English learner has a unique set of strengths and needs, and our job is to meet them where they are. For ELs with special needs, it's important to differentiate instruction and use visual, sentence frame, or scaffolds to support both content and language. Social emotional support is just as critical. Many English learners are adjusting not just to a new school, but to a new country, a new language, and cultural. Activities that build peer relationships like structured group or buddy systems help reduce isolation and promote belonging. Understanding students' social, emotional, and cultural needs is the foundation of creating effective routines and procedure. When we know students may feel overwhelmed by transition or uncertain about expectation, we can be intentional with consistency, visual cues, and check-in. This creates a stable and predictable environment where ELs can thrive. Home and school connection. One of the most powerful influence on language learning is the funds of knowledge that family brings. Parents and caregivers often have a cultural and linguistic resource from oral storytelling to problem-solving methods that can be tapped into the classroom. To foster family partnership, I would start by creating multiple points of access, translating newspaper, family nights, text and communication apps in the family's language, and even home visit when possible. Building trust with family shows that we value their input and want them to be a part of the learning process. Effective engagement. Families, including including inviting families to share their traditions, including home language and class activities, and create bilingual resources that help families support the learning at home. Community engagement could include partnership with local cultural centers, churches, or ESL organizations that supports families and connect them to the resources. Ultimately, my conclusion. Ultimately, supporting English learners means their differences not as whoa. Ultimately, supporting English learners means seeing their differences not as obstacles, but as access. As future educators, we must continue to advocate for inclusive environments that reflects God's love, justice, and creativity. Every student, every language. in every culture brings something valuable to our classroom. Thank you.